Now just for the record, I quickly played against myself so I can set this board up for you guys so I can show you a good example and a bad example of setting up. Now as you can see here, all the pieces have made their journeys following this pattern or that pattern. This pattern for lights and that pattern for darks. Now when you're in this situation, you can start taking pieces out, which I'm going to show in just a moment. And it's very crucial to set the board up, to set your territory correctly so that you can take pieces out successfully. Now the lights have a good setup because they're more spread out, increasing the chances of getting out. So practically anything I roll, except for a 1, will get me out directly if I'm light. If I'm blacks, anything 4 or above will get me out directly. If not, then I just have to play within my territory, try to spread my pieces out. I have a lot of 5s. Light has 4 5s. This guy has 8 5s, which is not good. You don't have a high chance of getting a 5, which means that you really have to ride your luck. It's now light's turn. I rolled a 3-3. Now remember how I spoke about earlier, how I spoke about doubles earlier and how you have to make 4 moves? Same thing here. So this is a 3. How you get pieces out is go like this. 1, 2, 3. 3 is ending up being outside the board. So in this case I have 4 moves to make, and you want to get out as many pieces as you can. You want to get out all the pieces, all 15 pieces, before your opponent does. So I got out 3 pieces. What do I do now? I want to spread myself out and get as the least number of 6s as I can, because I don't want 6s here. So I will move this one over here to spread myself out. Now, again, I have an even chance of getting pieces out. Now it's dark's turn. I already got 3 pieces out on my first move. And now it's dark's turn. And he got a 5-3. He can take out 5. And now he has to move 3 to spread his pieces out. Now I got a 6-2, which means again I do the same thing. Remember, this is just a demonstration. But that's what you actually do. Now, here's a good example which I was just about to talk about. I got a 3-2. 3 plus 2, back from elementary school, equals 5. Which means you can do this. Take a piece from this zone, from zone number 5, go like that, and put it outside. Whoa, wait a minute, too fast, rewind. What I did was this, 3 and 2. And remember, you go like this, 1, 2. 2 is already outside. So I already put 2 pieces out. While lights, 2 pieces from 2 turns, while lights has 5 pieces from 2 turns. This is how effective setting your board up evenly comes in handy. This is how handy it comes in. Now what you do is, again, continue to pattern. It's light's turn, 2-2. I happen to get a double. Now you don't have to move from the zone that the piece is in. So zone number 2 would be here. I can move 2. I can do this, but it's not as effective as if I do this, especially since it's a double. What I would want to do is go 1, 2, 1, 2, since I have 4 turns. So that's 2 turns, and 1, 2 with this piece, and 1, 2 with that piece. That's what a double gives me. If you're very lucky, you may get 4 pieces out in one go, which is the most you can do. But in this case, I got 2. It's still good. I have a really heavy advantage over darks. 6-5 is what darks got right now. Probably the best roll you can hope for. Now another thing I just want to give you a heads up. When you roll the dice, try not to hit any pieces. It will take the fun away from the game when you mess pieces up and you don't remember where they go. That's a 5-6 right there. Now 2-3 is what lights got. 2-3 is perfect for that. 6-3 for darks. The pattern carries on. Now I just want to give a brief heads up. I'm not doing this with dice. But what happens if you're in this situation? As you can see with the lights. You know, you don't have any 6s. What happens, say, when you roll a 2? You just move 2. It's as simple as that. But what happens if you get a 6? Okay, like darks just did. Let's say I got the same roll as darks did. 6-3. You just go. If this zone is empty, you cannot refill it. You cannot move backwards. There's no such thing. If this zone is empty, you just go to the number that's closest to the zone that's empty. In this case, zone number 5 is the closest to zone number 6 and it's full. Now there is no limit to how many pieces can be in here, but you would prefer to keep it low. So what I do is 6, although it's not 6, but it's closest to 6. You do 6 and 3. It's as simple as that. And the same things with the darks. I got a 5-6. Now, the person who gets the pieces out first wins. In this case, it looks like it's going to be lights. He got a 5-1. 5. And, well, ideally you'd spread your pieces out. But here you want the least amount of 5s as you can. You want to get as close to here as you possibly could in order to get victory. This guy got a 2-4 again. You can just move 4-2, 6-1. When you have no choice, you have to move 1. 5-2. Even though I'm losing, I still prefer to spread my pieces out. 6-1. Oh, 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. And now I got a 5-3. And I choose to make 3. And that's how somebody wins the game. And lights came close. They were 4 pieces away. But darks got out first, which means they win. Now, let's say there's a situation that, let's say I'm lights and I got all my pieces out before darks even got 1 piece. Darks didn't even make it over here. That would be called a Mars. When you get all your pieces out without darks, without your opponent even getting out 1 piece. Now let's say you got out all your pieces and meanwhile darks didn't even get over here. They're still stuck here. That would be called a Turkish Mars. Don't ask me why, but that's just what it's called. So guys, good luck with your game. I hope I explained backgammon well. And buena suerte.